So, lessons learned in life. I just recorded 2 or 3 minutes, and then I happened to look over and I didn't see any time rolling, and I was like, so I actually didn't record anything. Anyways, though, good morning, guys. So last night I camped down by this creek. It was pretty loud. It was like white noise, so it was nice. After I got the sandwiches from the old people, I did go and visit with the group of Nobos. There was like 6 of them, so that was really nice to just get some conversation at the end of the day. Because like I said last night, I was getting pretty lonely. Also, as you can see, my ghostly white arms. I cut the sleeves off of my long sleeve shirt, mostly because it was just getting too hot and I was tired of rolling them up, and also because yeah, that was really the only reason, and to kind of so I don't have like a weird tan line. And so I got started like 10:45 this morning, which was pretty late. That was mostly because it was raining and I was trying to wait out the rain, and it just kept coming down. So at about 9:30 I decided to get up and start packing up, and I tried many times to dry out my tent, and I would get it almost dry and then it would just start downpouring. So I finally did get a window that was like maybe 10 minutes, and I went like Speedy Gonzalez and just dried my tent as fast as I could. And so I got it dry, and now I'm hiking. But yeah, gonna do about 15 miles today. Bobsled comes in a couple days, so I don't really need to push, and I'm not going to. I'm just gonna get to a shelter if I can. If the rain pushes out, I'll tend to get tonight, because like I said, you know how I feel about shelters. Climb today, I think I have about 3,000 feet total elevation climb today. And I lose about all of that because I'll be down near a creek bank again. So yeah, just gonna do the hiking thing as always, and it's supposed to be flat on top of the ridge up here, but the Nobos that I met yesterday said that it's pretty rocky and it's kind of not on the top but on the kind of the side. So I'm probably gonna do one of those like 30-degree sideways hills with rocks. Virginia likes that, so yeah, it should be fun. Yeah, I feel pretty good today, not sore or anything. It was just really peaceful sleeping down by that creek. It was like pretty much like white noise machine. I slept hard. I only toss and turn maybe 1 or 2 times last night, which is actually pretty rare for me. I usually toss and turn 7-8 times in the night. But like I said, I got really restful sleep. I was kind of annoyed that it was raining this morning because I really did want to get up and go early and get to camp early. So I'll probably be rolling into camp about 5 or 6 again. I like to get in about 3 or 4 o'clock if I can. That just gives me time to unwind, take my time, unpack and set my tent up and everything. So yeah, it's just how I like to hike. And really excited to see bobsled, like I said. I know that's repetitive, but yeah, let's get after it. Good morning, guys. So stayed at Jenkins shelter last night. It rained a good portion of the day yesterday. I made it a whopping 4.4 miles. No, I kind of built that in, and I kind of knew that's why I was hiking a little bit faster the last couple of days. I knew Sunday was going to be a really rainy day, and I just didn't want to really hike through all that. So it was good. Stayed at the shelter, stayed warm, stayed dry. As you can see, I'm all bundled up this morning. It was about, I would say it was in the low 30s this morning when we woke up. Sorry. Woke up to it snowing. Nothing big, just like flurries, but it was definitely crazy. And had some big trees fall around the shelter last night, so definitely glad I was not tenting. The winds got pretty high, and the people that tented said that they didn't get much sleep last night. I don't doubt it. Yeah, so you can see I got my jacket, got my sleeves, which I cut off yesterday, as kind of gloves because I didn't bring any gloves because I thought it's gonna get warm, but it definitely is cold this morning. So I'm like 35 miles from Atkins where I sit right now, so I'll probably do 15 today, find a campsite, 15 tomorrow, find a campsite, and then hike the last 5 miles Wednesday morning to see bobsled, which I'm very excited. And I really hope that her knee is doing well, because it's getting pretty lonely out here. I mean, I'll finish without her, but I don't want to. I think I really, really want her out here with me. It gets to be a drag after a while, just, you know, being alone and only really seeing people at the shelter at night or campsite or wherever. But it was cool. I met some really cool people last night. Yeah, shouts out to Oso and Lucy, or, you know, I think her other trail name is Slackpacker. And so yeah, it's cool meeting people out here, and met some southbounders. One guy named Farmer, and the other guy didn't have a name. He just he's honestly hiking too fast to really get a name. Nobody's really hiking with him. He's hiking like 30s, and he's cooking. He's in his he's late 30s, early 40s, and he's cooking. So I'm gonna hike up today. I got like a 2,500 foot climb first thing off this morning, and the rest of the day I don't think I climbed more than 500 feet. So it's gonna be a good day, and spirits are definitely up from the last couple days. It's also done raining, so I don't have to look forward to any rain for a while. I think later in the week, maybe Friday's the next chance, maybe Saturday. So I got like 3 or 4 days without rain. That's good. I'm excited. All right, guys. See ya. You guys might be able to see this. It's snowing on me. It's April 15th. It's about 35 degrees, and it's snowing. You can't even see the ridge on the other side of the mountain over there, but it's coming down. It's like my little flurries, but it's pretty cool. You know, I didn't expect to see this on my spring hike out here. I thought it was just going to be warm, but it's actually snowing today. It's really starting to snow now. It's coming down. It's starting to stick on top of things. I'm up here at like 4,000 feet, so I kind of expected it will be a little bit more white up here. It's not too bad, but the wind is howling up here. So it's like I had to put my rain jacket on. As you can see, I'm in my rain jacket. Got my toboggan back on. I sweated a lot going up the mountain, but now I'm you know, covered up really good. So hopefully I stay warm up here. I got to walk a ridge top for about 5 miles before I head back down. All right, guys. Morning, guys. So just hiking down off of Chestnut Knob this morning. It was beautiful up there. On the top there's a nice bald, which I'll show you a video of. And it was really cool because you know, you're up at like 4,000 feet. There's a shelter up there, which is really super cool. It was like an enclosed shelter, so we spent the night because it was like snowing on us all day yesterday, and it was just really, really windy. So I didn't think that my my tent, which is freestanding, not freestanding, it's a trekking pole tent. I just didn't think that it would hold up in the wind because we've had some issues with it before. So I decided to stay in the shelter, and that made it only a 10-mile day yesterday, which means I got at least 20 to do today. Bobsled's coming in tomorrow, and I'm 24 miles outside of Atkins. But it was nice because I could kind of had the time to like play around with the weather and, you know, kind of decide how fast I would hike these sections. So on the nice days I'm putting in 20s, on the bad days I'm putting in 5 to 10, just depending on how far I need to get or what's available and what's convenient. Kept my feet dry the entire week. We had 3 straight days of like on and off rain, or like really hard rain on Sunday, and like I said, I stayed dry. So yeah, just gonna do a pretty good hike today. The terrain doesn't look too bad. It's gotten a lot less rocky, and yeah, just a little bit easier walking. I got a lot of switchbacks that I've been going through, so that's been really nice. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm doing good. Yeah, I've seen a lot more northbounders coming through, and that's been encouraging. Just, you know, it's nice to see some faces, and I think I may have been a little harsh on them a little earlier, but I think it was mostly the weather. The weather was crappy, so I don't think any of us were feeling very good. None of us really, I don't think anyone really enjoys hiking in the rain, just because you either put your rain jacket on and you sweat to death, or you take it off and then you're either cold or you're just wet, and it's just like, you know, it's just not enjoyable. So I just think there was, you know, a little bit of that going on.
yeah, everybody out here, except save a few, have been really, really nice people that I've met. And the hiking's been pretty good. It's been tough. Been some steep up and downs and kind of rocky in some places, but not too bad. Sorry if I'm blinding you with my ghostly white arm, but I'm trying to get them out to get them a little sun, you know? So, yeah, just doing some hiking today as always and really enjoying it. I kind of like this section. There's been plenty of little, you know, country stores and stuff to stop off in and get a bite to eat, something to change it up a little bit, so you're not having to eat the same things all the time, and you know, it's kind of nice to do that. But yeah, so I think I'm going to camp tonight. I'm going to use the tent. It's supposed to be a little bit windy, but not anything like it was last night, and I think it'll be a good night. It warmed up considerably. Yesterday, I ran the top of a ridge all day, so I don't really think that it got much above maybe 40 degrees, if it got even to 40. It was snowing on me all day, and it didn't ever rain, so that tells me that it was probably at least, you know, below 40 all day. And then today I stepped outside of the shelter this morning at like 9 o'clock because I knew, you know, I could go 15 miles if I wanted to, but I'm going to push. And it was like in the 50s already, so it was very nice. It's in the 60s, maybe up to the 70s now. It's about noon. So yeah, it's warming up really nice today. Like I said, got the cutoffs, got the shorts. I don't know if you can see them. Sorry if I, you know, just was inappropriate with that, but no, it's feeling really good. So yeah, just see you guys later. Good morning, guys. Just climbed up the top of my first climb of the day. I think it's my only real one of the day. It was about 700, 800 feet, but it was straight up. So got about 5 miles left to get into Atkins. It's about 9:45 right now. I got a little bit of a late start this morning. Laziness. Just didn't want to get out of bed. It was so comfortable down there in that valley. There was no wind or anything, so I slept in a little bit. Also knowing I only had to do 6 miles a day didn't really matter. So yeah, just going to meet Bobsled today. Super excited. Ready to eat some like burgers and whatever they got for me down there. Yeah, alright guys.